What's up, guys? August is right around the corner, and you already know it's packed with some mega games. I've rounded up the most exciting titles dropping this month into one quick video, so you don't have to scroll and search. Just sit back, check them out, and figure out exactly what you'll be playing this August. Let's go. Sword of the Sea sails into our hearts on August 19th, 2025, launching on PS5 and PC. Picture this. You play as a mystical wraith riding a hover sword, a blend of snowboard, skateboard, and hoverboard across sand dune oceans that transform as you trigger them. The gameplay is pure momentum-based flow. Trick through ramps, glide across emerging seas, and battle towering leviathans as you restore life to a desert world. Critics at GameSpot say it's chasing the emotional heights of Journey and Abzu, while Final Boss calls it a genuine indie revelation. Fans love the silent storytelling, sweeping visuals, and Oscar-worthy score by Austin Wintory. His work here echoes his past collaborations on Journey and Abzu. Developed by Giant Squid under art director Matt Nava, this is the team behind Journey, Abzu, and The Pathless. Expect dreamy exploration, minimalist narrative, and a world that reacts to your presence. If you're into atmospheric, flowy adventure with soul, Sword of the Sea is a must-play this August. Helldivers 2 lands on Xbox Series X and S on August 26, 2025, bringing the war for democracy to a whole new front. Originally a PlayStation and PC exclusive, this co-op shooter became a breakout hit, and now Xbox players finally get to join the fight. You'll squad up with up to 3 friends for third-person missions packed with chaos, strategy, and friendly fire. From orbital airstrikes to deployable turrets and anti-tank mines, everything runs through a slick stratagem system. Plus, every mission you complete helps shape a live, galactic war map that shifts in real time. Critics called it one of 2024's biggest multiplayer surprises. IGN praised the best-in-class gunplay, and players loved the mix of tactical depth, slapstick chaos, and brutal difficulty. And now Xbox players can join in with full cross-play support across all platforms. The standard edition will cost £34.99 in the UK, and if you're after the deluxe Super Citizen edition, that's £49.99, packed with exclusive armor, weapons, and cosmetics. Helldivers 2 isn't just coming to Xbox, it's making history as the first Sony-published title to launch on the platform. With a bigger community, fresh content drops, and more bugs to blast, this August drop is a no-brainer for anyone into high-octane co-op action. The Knightling rides in on August 28, 2025 to PC, Switch, and consoles. It's a shield-based platformer with a Captain America-style twist. The knight uses his shield not just to deflect, but to glide, surf, and launch across an open world. Gameplay mixes platforming finesse with combat and traversal puzzles. Early buzz paints it as a nostalgic PS2-style platformer with modern sheen, sharp visuals, smooth movement, and a hero with style. It's indie, but bold, and previews say it's grounded in fun momentum and creative design loops. If you're game for polished indie platforming with flair and a futuristic knight vibe, the Knightling is definitely one to watch this August. Dawn of War Definitive Edition launches August 14th, 2025 on PC, and it's the full-scale remaster fans have been waiting for. Originally released in 2004, this RTS legend returns with upgraded visuals, smoother performance, and all expansion content included. Command your squads in brutal cinematic battles set in the grimdark Warhammer 40k universe. It's got tight base building, aggressive, unit-focused tactics, and some of the most satisfying kill animations ever seen in a strategy game. Critics are already calling it a love letter to classic RTS. Game FAQs says it's revolutionary gameplay with old-school edge, and Relic's signature pacing is fully intact. Bonus, if you owned the original on Steam, you're getting a discount. With RTS enjoying a renaissance and Warhammer hotter than ever, this is a textbook example of how to revive a classic. Whether you're a longtime fan or new to the series, Dawn of War's Definitive Edition is locked and loaded. Lost Soul Aside drops August 29, 2025 on PS5 and Windows, an action RPG from Chinese indie powerhouse Ulti Zero Games, supported by Sony's China Hero Project. This one's been in the making for years, and it's finally ready to deliver on all that slick trailer hype. You play as Kaiser, a lone swordsman with a mysterious past, caught in a fast-paced, dimension-hopping rescue mission. Combat is the main event. Think rapid-fire combos, cinematic dodging, flashy spells, and a loyal dragon companion who shifts into weapons mid-battle. It's like Devil May Cry meets Final Fantasy with a serious anime flair. Gameplay runs at a silky smooth 60 frames per second, loaded with particle effects, big bosses, and stylish finishers. But don't expect a Souls-like. This is pure action. No stamina bar, no punishing deaths, just movement, momentum, and mastery. Early previews are cautiously optimistic. Critics praise the visual polish, but they're keeping an eye on how it balances pacing, difficulty, and depth. There's a lot of spectacle, but will the systems back it up? That's the big question. Still, for a studio with no previous AAA pedigree, Ulti-Zero Games has come out swinging. If they stick the landing, Lost Soul Aside could be one of the biggest indie to mainstream success stories of the year, and a legit contender for action RPG of the generation. This one's definitely worth watching when it lands at the end of August. The Rogue Prince of Persia launches August 2025 on PC, bringing a roguelike twist to the classic Prince of Persia franchise. Developed by Evil Empire and published by Ubisoft, you play as the prince in procedurally generated levels, wall running, swinging, fast-paced platforming, melee and ranged combat, and slick vault dodges. Early gameplay footage shows off responsive parkour and fluid combat that feels like a spiritual blend of Dead Cells and classic Prince of Persia. Critics say it's part nostalgic revival, part roguelike innovation, and if the devs can strike the right balance, it could end up a real sleeper hit. This is Evil Empire's big, post-Dead Cells vision for the franchise, and with Ubisoft's backing, you can expect polished visuals, tight gameplay loops, and tons of replayability. August should bring a fresh, stylish, and challenging take on a familiar favorite. Metal Gear Solid Delta, Snake Eater, Stealths onto PS5, Xbox Series X and S, and PC on August 28th. And yes, it's the Unreal Engine 5 remake of the legendary 2004 classic. You're back in the jungle as Naked Snake, sneaking, crawling, and camouflaging through enemy territory. The survival mechanics are still intact. Hunt wildlife, heal wounds in real time, and face off against iconic bosses like the End and the Boss in cinematic encounters. What's new? Stunning lighting, overhauled animations, realistic environments, all without touching the original voice acting or story. Critics love the respect to legacy. It's not a reboot, it's a resurrection. Konami's gone full throttle on this, hoping to restore Metal Gear's reputation after years of silence. If you love the old games or just want to experience stealth perfection in modern fidelity, Delta is the drop we've all been waiting for. Gears of War Reloaded arrives August 26th, and it's more than just a remaster. It's a full 4K, 120 FPS overhaul of the 2006 classic. Featuring crossplay, rebuilt assets, and fully reworked lighting and sound, this is the definitive way to experience Gears. You'll step back into Marcus Phoenix's boots for the original war-torn campaign, complete with brutal cover-based shootouts, chainsaw duels, and squad tactics. Multiplayer returns with classics like Gridlock and Ravendown, all optimized for modern play. The Coalition teamed up with Sumo Digital and Disbelief to bring this to life, and the results are stunning. Critics are praising the crisp controls and visuals, even if some longtime fans are skeptical of changes. But one thing's clear. This is Gears at its most polished. With PlayStation debuting the franchise for the first time and Xbox pushing full cross progression, Reloaded is primed for a huge resurgence this summer.